If you haven't heard the news yet, Throwing Mold and I are remastering Blood of the Dead inside of Black Ops 3 Zombies. Today, we want to take you behind the scenes and go more in-depth on the progress we have made so far, what is currently playable, and the process behind implementing some of the map's features. I'd recommend you watch our initial announcement video over on Throwing Mold's channel if you haven't already caught up on all the details. Everything you see here today will be available to play in early access right now by subscribing to one of our Patreons using the link in the description below. Both the middle and the high tiers will grant you early access to the map. There are also several other rewards as well, such as exclusive behind-the-scenes content, your name being somewhere on the map, and even choosing the name of a pack-punched weapon. Supporting is completely optional, as this map will be free for everyone on the Steam Workshop once it is fully completed. Also linked in the description is our Discord server, where you can get updates on the progress of the map and interact with the community. When you first load into the map, you may now notice that there are several different options to choose from before starting the match. These options let you customize your experience depending on how you want to play. There are now 3 different versions of the map that you can choose from. The first option is Blood of the Dead, which lets you play the entire map in its current build. The infamous catwalk has now been ported over, making the rest of the prison now accessible. The catwalk remains mostly the same, but we have added a new additional feature. If you manage to make it to the end without getting damaged, you are now met with a free additional perk slot. With the catwalk providing new areas, this also means that the gondola, acid trap, and the fan trap are now available as well. There are still some areas that need additional tweaks, as well as some scripts and effects that still need to be finished, but these areas are now in a playable state for testing. You may also notice that the view models have now been updated for the bo3 counterparts. The second option is the West Grounds. This is essentially the version of the map that was playable before the update, but now separated into its own survival experience. And for the third option, I'll let Throwing Mold take over.
This third option is the Golden Gate Bridge. Since this part was already made but inaccessible through the larger map, we figured we would make it its own survival experience. You may have noticed a bit of differences from how it looked in the original Mob of the Dead. Because Blood already has several changes made to the original layout, we wanted to make this version of the bridge very distinct. To make it fit Blood better, we slightly expanded it and added a few extra details around the bridge. Also, a big shout out to Hives for sending me some of the assets used for the bridge survival map.
You also have the choice to choose what weapons you can use during your game. You can play with either Black Ops 4 weapons or Black Ops 3 weapons, which are also selectable through the starting menu. Thanks to Robit, the Black Ops 4 weapons have been revamped. These are the most accurate Black Ops 4 weapon ports available in the tools, and we're very thankful that he provided them for us for this project. You can expect additional weapons in future updates, along with reworks to certain weapons, like the Blundergat. For the Black Ops 3 weapon set, we have included the regular pool of weapons, along with some additional DLC and multiplayer ones as well. We have also added the Black Ops 3 weapons to the Pack-a-Punch Patreon rewards, which were previously only just the Black Ops 4 ones. Keep in mind, if you're a Patreon supporter, that you're still only limited for 1 Pack-a-Punch weapon per person. You can now also choose between the original Blood of the Dead soundtrack and the classic Mob of the Dead soundtrack. This changes the round sounds and area music throughout the map, depending on what atmosphere you prefer. Speaking of music, we also have a composer who will be providing original music to the new areas of the map. Here's a little sample. So what should you expect for the future? Before this update, the main goal was to make the full map accessible. Now that the majority of that is done, our next goal is to be implementing the original side quests, weapons, and smaller features from the original Blood of the Dead. This includes the radios found around the map, the buildable shield, the spoon melee weapons, Hell's Redeemer, and the many mini Easter eggs scattered throughout the map. The reason we want to focus on these features first is so that when we start working on the main quest, all of the supporting systems will already be in place. That way, progress does not have to stop later just to build another feature that the main quest depends on. Once the main quest is complete, we'll focus on getting the new remastered quest, quality of life changes, and additional features added to the map. One of those new features will be a third Blundergat variant. Without spoiling too much, I'll say that it will work differently than the recent Sundergat that was featured in Paradox Junction in Black Ops 7. We are also planning a quest to obtain this variant, along with other quests connected to the specialist weapons and the Golden Gate Bridge. And that's it for this update. If you want additional updates, behind the scenes content, or just want to follow along with the project, make sure you join our Discord using the link in the description. That's where you can get notified for our live streams, follow development progress, and connect with the community. Also, another huge shout out for Throwing Mold for not only helping me with this map, but also editing this video. His links will be in the description down below, and make sure you check him out as well. Thanks for watching.